Hi guys, today's video is a fully dedicated IKEA haul, and honestly I've been meaning to do this for a while, but maybe it's even better that I waited because now I can give you proper reviews as well. This video is nowhere sponsored, but I just love IKEA and I live pretty close to one, so let's get into it. The first item is the LISABO desk. You can feel the quality the second you open the box. The tabletop is made from solid layered wood, no hollow honeycomb nonsense, and the legs are actual solid birch. Yes, real wood. And I even stood on it to change a light bulb and my drapes. Not IKEA approved behavior, I know. Originally I ordered the desk from H&M Home, but let's just say the delivery didn't go so well. The box smelled weird, I mean very bad. And it was wrapped in a million layers of tape like it was a returned item, although I did not opt in for that. I ordered a new one. I was scared to open it, but since it was out of stock again, I was hoping for the best. The box, completely broken. It was holding on just with tape. I don't understand what happened to it. How did it get this bad? Did it fall out of an airplane? This is me in shock. So I ordered this from H&M, and I have here the instructions. So I have this piece and 4 legs. You're supposed just to screw in the legs in that piece. It is a double table, but I received it like this. It broke, somebody broke it, I have no idea. It's 2 pieces, so dense. It was more dramatic than functional, so I went on a mission to find something solid this time. And this desk passed all the tests, literally. It can handle up to 50 kilograms. In the end, I chose not to install the drawer because it looks better without it, since I decided not to have it next to a wall. So it works perfectly for a home office without hugging the whole room. The curved corners are such a relief, no sharp edges to catch your hip on when you're half awake and looking for coffee in the morning. And is versatile, doesn't scream office, so you could easily use it as a vanity or console table. I could see this in any room. Next up, this bookshelf in black brown with glass shelves. I bought this for one specific reason. I love styling shelves. I completely change the styling every couple of months. So this is not my best one. Usually I have less books and it's more airy, but it's okay, I'm playing with it all the time. But stay tuned for a full restyling of this soon, as I have a Zara home order on the way. Design wise, it's a bit of minimalist dream, slick frame, glass shelves, and a subtle black brown finish that works in almost any space. The top and bottom shelves are wood, which helps balance the look, and I love how airy it feels in the room. Unfortunately, it does wobble slightly no matter how tight you screw it, so I would definitely recommend wall mounting it. I even tried the DIY by wrapping it in jute twine. I was trying to use it a little bit more for storage, but it was not very practical for that reason. But I liked it, added a little bit more texture, it added a bit warmth, but I got tired of it and I brought it back after 1 year. Now let's talk about the smaller pieces that somehow give me more joy than they should. Okay, let's talk about my plant. She's my Areca palm and a literal icon in this household. She's lush, tall, and best of all, safe for cats and dogs. I've had her, I think, for around 5 years now, and she's still thriving. Weekly watering, a bit of fertilizer in the summer, and occasional pep talks. That's it. Most houseplants are basically poison bouquets for pets, so finding a non-toxic one that's also beautiful was pretty difficult, and yes, my cat has tried to nibble on it more than once. No casualties so far. Also, do you name your plants? This little gold plant mister sits right next to it. I chose it because it's pretty and I don't need to hide it. I will always go for decor that's secretly functional. If I would have bought an ugly plastic one, I would keep it hidden in a cupboard and use it rarely, but like this I use it on a daily basis. I bought this for makeup. Let's be honest, indoor lighting lies, so I like to sit next to a window and this is very easy to move around. This mirror saves me from going outside looking like a ghost or a clown. It has one regular side and one magnifying side, and I use both depending on the danger level of the eyeliner I'm attempting. When I'm not using it, it just blends in as a little gold accent piece. This was meant to live in my kitchen as a cookbook stand. Keyword meant. It stayed there until I realized I was splashing tomato sauce on my beautiful books, so it got promoted to living room decor. Now I use it to display beautiful books. It's so handy when I want to keep a receipt open or when I'm watching something while cooking. The bonus part is that it's also pretty. This simple vase is perfect for a small bunch of flowers. It's one of those items that elevates a windowsill or a stand without demanding attention. Coaster, technically yes, but I use it more as a cover for my tea mug when I want to keep it warm or keep the curious bugs out in summer. It looks nice, protects your furniture and doubles as a lid. It's a multifunctional queen. Let's move into the kitchen accessories I use every single day. Starting with the classic, the French press. At first glance, it might seem a bit flimsy with its thin glass and lightweight frame, but don't let appearances fool you. I've had this one for many years and I run it through the dishwasher countless times and it's still intact. I use it daily, not just for coffee and tea, but for something I think it does better than any fancy gadget. Milk froth is the best. I'll even show you how I do it because the results are way better than any electric frother I've tried. You just need to put warm milk, not boiling but warm, and then you pump between 10 and 30 times, depends how thick you want the foam to be. At the end you remove the cover and you tap it 2-3 times to get rid of any air bubbles. And voila, this is like the foam I get in restaurants. This is the type of foam you can do foam art with it, coffee art. I don't know how to do that, but if you know, you could. Let's talk organization. The Osbit bamboo plate holder might look like a simple rack, but it changed how I store my everyday dishes. No more lifting stacks of plates just to reach one in the middle. Now I can grab exactly what I need instantly. I've seen people use it for chopping boards, books, tablets, stands even. Pinterest is full of creative DIYs with this piece. Plus it's sturdy and really well made. And speaking of making better use of space, I highly recommend the VARIERA shelf insert. I use this for vertical storage, especially in upper cabinets, and it makes a world of a difference. No more stacking balls on top of each other like a game of Jenga. Now for something with a vintage look. It has that soft white, almost vintage look, and I love how it adds a bit of character to my counter. Yes, it's functional. I use it for rinsing veggies, but I also use it to keep my fruits because it has air circulating and it looks cute on the counter. This cutlery stand, I feel it matches it, but here's the problem. Even though it's meant to hold wet cutlery, the bottom insert develops rust spots fairly quickly. I threw out the bottom insert and now I just use it to display my cutlery. I keep my dry wooden spoons in it. Still looks great, just not for daily wet utensils. The Abdatera bamboo cutlery tray, it looks elegant. It keeps the things neatly sorted and the adjustable compartments are super helpful. But one piece of advice, and this is for the kitchen design part. Try to avoid having your cutlery in a hidden drawer. Trust me, it sounds slick, but when you're cooking or in a rush, opening one drawer just to get to another drawer 10-20 times a day gets old fast. Make your cutlery drawer easy to access. On the cutting side of things, the IKEA 365 Plus mandoline is not the sharpest in the world, but it does the job. I use it all the time for slicing onions, cabbage, carrots, anything that benefits from uniform slices. Usually I would avoid especially cabbage. I would just avoid it because I could never get the thin slices. I would get bored and just chop it, and I don't like to eat it when the pieces are too big. So I would say this helped me to use more cabbage into my diet, but I would like it to be a little bit sharper. I have to use a little bit of force when I use it, but it cuts everything perfectly how I wanted. The only thing it failed on, overripe tomatoes. It turned them into puree, but honestly for the price it works. It's a fair price, and something better I think would cost 2-3 times. So if you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, maybe think about getting a professional one. I will not say the same about this knife. It has a great grip, it's sharp, seriously sharp. I had some minor cuts because I was not expecting it to be this good. Now I resharpen it once a month and it holds beautifully. So this is a great knife, great price, no complaints. Then there are those subtle touches that elevate the table, like the soiree placemats. Handmade from water hyacinth, I love the natural texture and thickness. They go with everything, whether you're setting a casual breakfast or dinner with guests. And of course this dinnerware set. I have the dinner plates, dessert plates, and these bowls that are perfect for soup or oatmeal. The color is hard to describe, somewhere between a pale blush and warm neutral. Whatever it is beautiful. And they feel expensive, heavy, solid, zero flaws. I also have a pair of these turquoise mugs with geometric lines. It's the one I reach for most in the mornings. There's just something comforting about the shape and design. Let's move into the bedroom now and start with one of the best IKEA upgrades I've made for sleep and sanity, the SANELA curtains. These are made of 100% cotton velvet and they're properly room darkening. I bought the dark gray version for my bedroom because, let's be honest, it absorbs all the light and it matches the headboard, but more importantly, it hides cat hair. I had lighter curtains before and I was lint rolling them daily. With the gray, much more forgiving. I've had them for 3 years and they still look beautiful. My windows get around 8 hours of direct sun and the color did not fade. They drape nicely, they feel luxurious because it's velvet and they do not let any light in. To match, I also picked the SANELA pillow cover in the same gray. Is it too much gray? Honestly, probably. Millennial gray is real, guys. I had this moment last year where I looked around and realized my entire home had become monochrome almost. The cat, black and white. Me, basically the same. I felt like I was living in a film noir. I've since started adding some color, but this pillow cover is still around because I find it difficult to discard of good things. It's soft, holds the shape well, and if you're into texture, velvet always adds a nice touch. Next up, pillows. I got this pillow and I was convinced it was filled with down feathers. I was ready to go on a little rant about checking the filling to be natural and avoid polyester at all costs. And then I checked the tag. Turns out it is polyester filled, so now I'm sitting here like, okay, maybe polyester has its moments. Because this pillow, incredibly comfy, no crunchy noises, no feathers poking through the cover. But the real star of my winter bedding setup is this duvet. I got the large one, perfect for 2 people or 1 person who likes to sleep like a starfish. Not judging. It's 90% feather, 10% down, and the outer fabric is cotton, so it breathes while still keeping you warm. I've had this duvet for multiple years now, and every winter I'm reminded why I love it. It's warm without overheating, feels pretty high-end, and honestly it gives me that 5-star hotel vibe without the 5-star price tag. And that wraps up the haul/review.
Can I have my feedback, please?
And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.